If you're still using apps, hoping that they will help you become confident, I'll stop you right there. That won't happen. Welcome or welcome back, language learners and lovers. My name is Diletta. I'm a speaking and language coach. And in this channel, I talk about methods, strategies, and exercise to learn any language and finally become confident in speaking. Like I said in this video, keeping on believing that things like high-level native speakers' expressions or using apps will help you, will make you become confident is one of the reasons why you are not, even after years of studying. Speaking of which, I remind you that I'm looking for volunteers who want to become confident in speaking their target language, but still get stuck during a conversation. If you are interested in reaching this goal, leave a comment here or click on the link in the description to access my free coaching sessions. Many of the students I'm already helping can't understand why, even if they keep using apps, they still cannot speak. They still get stuck during a conversation and sadly end up feeling like there is something wrong with them. But like I always say, there is nothing wrong with you. The problem is apps are simply software and you're not. And this changes everything when it comes to speaking with a person. I'll explain now very clearly. So these are the 3 big reasons why apps won't help you become confident in speaking your target language. First, apps don't really know what you want and what you need in terms of language learning. They teach you random vocabulary that you don't necessarily need. But even more than that, apps don't give you the chance to actually speak. Because no, not even the best repetition exercise can replace a conversation with a person, with a real person. When your brain knows you will have to speak with someone, a whole series of survival processes are activated. And just how looking for and actually find the language or resources that you need to communicate something, to convey a message. Words and structures that you didn't even think that you had. Apps, on the other hand, keep you stuck in your comfort zone. Second, apps are based on a psychological system that is called reward system, which on the one hand is effective in terms of motivation and learning, but on the other hand, it has a reverse effect. For example, we start on focusing on finishing the task to win the reward instead of actually understanding it. Or sometimes we give up because we think we can't live up to that reward. And most of the time, the rewards lose that sense of surprise and we feel like we need something more, something bigger, that in the end never comes. And this is why very few people keep on using apps and have a sudden loss of motivation or end up feeling guilty when they don't open it for a couple of days. Third and most importantly, apps are software that treat language learning as a bunch of static and impersonal tasks that you simply need to carry out. And that might even be true, but there is a problem. Our brains are not software. We aren't. We are human beings with emotions that cannot be ignored. I'm a very rational person and I often make fun of myself, saying that I act like a computer and so on. The point is, even the most rational people need some emotional connections to learn and speak a language. And the moment we start acting like computers and apps is the moment we start struggling with things like motivation and so on. Apps give us the false perception of being able to control the language. A little bit like grammar, like tables, like lists of words, as if language were simply a mass of precise and predictable information. But the truth is, speaking is unpredictable. It comes from a continuous evolution, exploration, a desire to communicate something about us and be heard. And this is why most of the time we're not able to speak, not because we actually lack words and structures. That's true too, of course, so we lack practice. But above all, we lack the courage to overcome things that actually scare us. Language learning is about connections, emotions. It's about being human, not software. So are all apps useless? It actually depends. Like I said a million times, they are incredible learning supplements. And I use them too, to use some vocabulary. Sometimes I even learn new expressions. So in that case, it is still useful. But if you're using them specifically to become confident, and especially if you find them boring, then you should consider doing something completely different. Or using language exchange apps to find someone you can practice with. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments. If you want to be helped speak more confidently for free, remember to leave a comment or click on the link in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and check out my other videos on how to learn a language. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.